again. Welcome to today's attempt of a Fibble puzzle. This is Wordle, but there's a liar in every row. So maybe the A is lying, but if it is, should it be yellow or green? Or maybe the D, O, P or T is lying instead. The only way to find out is to play. It's auto-populated, that first guess, and it's an interesting one today. They're all grey, but of course one of them is lying. So basically that means we've got exactly one of these 5 letters in the word. We've got no idea which one it is, of course, so I'm just going to start with 5 new letters and let's see what we learn. Wow! We've got a bunch of greys there as well. Okay, let's just guess that the T and the E are lying. We'll try 4 new letters plus the T. How am I getting so many greys? I mean, even if one of them is lying, that means we've got at most 2 letters here, 2 letters here, including the T. And if we don't have the T, then we've only got 1 letter here and 1 letter here. So either way, we have to use at least 1 letter that we haven't tried yet. What is the vowel situation going to be? Every vowel apart from E has appeared in grey so far. And if there's a T, then there can't be an A or an O. Okay, maybe the S and the L are lying. Let's try sleet. Why not? It'll give us some more information, hopefully. Oh, interesting. I mean, the T has been grey twice and green once. I think it's more likely that it's lying here. But then, as I said, because we've got so many greys, we really are running out of letters. I mean, we could have a duplicated E. In fact, if this T is lying, we don't have an L and we don't have a T. So therefore, I guess we're going to have a duplicated E, because that's the only other thing that can be lying if all of my other assumptions are correct, which is a big if. The trouble is, with the letters that we've got left, I'm not sure I can think of anything that goes S blank E E, or even S E blank E, or any other combination. So some of my assumptions must be wrong, which is always bad. Maybe the E, or maybe, sorry, the S is lying. That would mean... No, the S can't be lying, because if the S is lying... I was going to say, if the S is lying, then we don't have a duplicated E. But of course we could have the A or the O up here, couldn't we? So if there's no S and no T, we're going to have to use an A or an O and the E, and presumably 3 new letters. So let's try KG. That's more like it. We are slowly making progress, I think. Fairly confident that this E is now correct. No guarantee that it is, of course. I mean, the G could be lying here. Maybe we've still only got the A and the E. But if that is the case, I don't know if I'm going to be able to think of a word that just uses some of these new letters. Maybe the A is lying because it should actually be green. Blank A-G-E blank. I mean, maybe the S is lying because it should be yellow both times and it's actually the last letter. It could be something like wages. I don't think they have plurals, but they could do. Maybe it's worth a shot. At least if any of these other letters change colour, then we'll learn something interesting. Okay. The A's changed colour and the G's changed colour. That means the A's got to be lying on at least one of these rows. Sorry, on exactly one of these rows. And the G's got to be lying on exactly one of these rows. That means there's definitely no S. So that means that's definitely the liar there. That means there's definitely no L or T. So that's definitely the liar there. That means the S isn't lying there. Okay, that's interesting because it means we need to use H, I or N. Which of those letters do we want to use? That's the next question. If the G and the A are lying in that order, then all we've got so far is the A, which cannot be second, which would mean it would be first. So if the N is lying, it could be annex. That's the most plausible selection of lies and truths that I've come up with so far. And it is correct! Oh, I did think of that a while ago, actually. I just didn't think it was particularly likely. I think maybe my assumptions at the time had ruled it out. Anyway, we got there in the end. 6 guesses though. That is definitely more than I would have liked. More than I've had for quite a while, but definitely not my worst ever. And it did require a lot of thought. It's a long video. Thank you if you stuck with me to the end, and well done if you solved this puzzle quicker than me. I think there's a decent chance that you did. That is Fibble. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.